Hey there, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha and I'm a full-time artist based in Colorado, and I'm so excited you're here because we are on the last part of this hallway makeover. Okay, I make videos normally about my life running a small business as a creative and my life in Colorado being outdoorsy and stuff, but my husband and I purchased a 1980s fixer-upper like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and we have slowly been renovating it, making it our own, putting our stamp on it, taking it out of that grayish rental sterile stage into something colorful and beautiful and modern and eclectic and amazing. And so if you're not caught up, you should at least watch the first two parts of the hallway makeover so that you're not coming in being lost and being like, what's going on, what is she doing? But so far we have removed the baseboards, cleaned up the walls, painted them, and I started the hand painted wallpaper, which has been a process. Okay, it's been a process to say the least. So I'm finally to a good point in that where I am just like kind of ready to work on other parts of the makeover. Like I want to build some floating shelves, and I want to replace the old baseboards with a new, larger, more chic baseboard. Shoe molding, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, I've been painting my life away, okay? And I would say I've been working on this for probably a month at this point, like definitely creeping up on a month, maybe a little under that. But I haven't worked on it every single day because I have a life to live and I am my own client in this aspect, so it gets done when it gets done. But I'm very close to finishing, and I've only worked on it like 6 or 7 days out of that month. Sometimes it was just a few hours in the afternoon. Sometimes I spent all day on it. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent, but it's been a lot of them, okay? Like a bushel, if you will. And so I only have like a few hours left to work on it, that's for sure. Less than half of a day. And that's why I'm ready to kind of work on some of the other elements so I can see the vision come together. All right, and so first off, I want to work on the floating shelves, and that's why we're in the garage, in the workshop, because I'm going to use a tutorial I found online by the Sorry Girls, where Rochelle makes 3 different types of floating shelves. I'm gonna do the second option that she teaches, which is like a dowel rod method. And in her tutorial, she's using an 1.5 inch thick wood. I am using a thinner wood than that. I want the shelves to be a lower profile. I don't want them to be really chunky. And I also wanted to save costs on materials because I don't have a drill bit as thick as the one that she had in her video. I think she had like a 1/2 inch bit. I don't have a 1/2 inch bit. So I kind of scaled down my shelving to match the materials and the tools that I already had. So we will see if this works. And I'm not going to be teaching you nothing because I just told you I learned this from someone else on YouTube. So I definitely will link, like I linked the video. So you should definitely check it out and like save it to your likes, because that's what I did when I first saw it. I literally saved it like, I'm going to need this one day. Here we are. So I'm nervous because my materials are thinner than hers. They're obviously less strong. So she was using 1/2 inch dowels and she put 4 supports. I believe I'm gonna put 6 supports, but I gotta do that math again because I bought these materials obviously like almost a month ago, and it was real fresh in my head what I wanted to do then, and it's been some time, so I need to like figure out what I had planned and redo the math to be sure that I purchased enough materials, or at least to figure out what I was thinking when I purchased these materials, because I know I purchased enough. But yeah, let's get started. First I need to clear off this workbench. There's like the old shoe trim baseboard stuff is still in here because I'm gonna use that to like hold up against the new stuff to mark the lengths, because they're all different lengths and angles, and I'm just like, I don't want to do all that schematicing again, so I'm gonna just hold them up to each other and trace the angle and the lengths out. All right, let me take these off and we will get going. This project is the perfect project for me to pull out my new table saw that I got at an estate sale for like 80 bucks. Brand new in the box, okay? And so this would be the perfect project to pull that out, because you do have to rip the wood long ways. And so maybe we'll do that, but also I do have a circular saw somewhere around here, so I could just use a circular saw. We'll see what the time is giving, because I don't want to be out here all day trying to fiddle around with a new machine low key, but I also am itching to try it. I'm rambling. Let's get started. All right, so I went inside and I tried to map out what I thought I wanted the shelves spacing to look like with painter's tape, and it took me a little while, honestly. At first I thought I wanted 4 shelves, and then I was like, I just really don't like the way this looks or feels, so I was like, I'm gonna do 3 shelves like that are a little longer, and I liked the way that looked a lot more. And so I started to play around with spacing, making sure things aren't like too close to the ceiling, and like trying to visualize what I would put on there. And once I got that all figured out, I grabbed the stud finder so that I could figure out where the studs are in that wall. And from what I saw, it's only the stud going down the dead center of the wall, which is also the center of the shelves. The other studs are like up against the edge of the wall, because the wall itself is not that wide. And so I'm going to have to use drywall anchors for all of the anchoring screws that are not the one screw that's in the middle. And luckily I have some somewhere in this workshop, in all these little drawers somewhere. I know that there are drywall anchors in here, so I have to put my hands on that. And I tried to see if I could get my husband to wake up from his nap so he can help me set up this table saw for that step, but he's still napping, so we'll see if I end up using that tool. I also sat and did the math I had to redo the math for the dowel rods, because I initially thought I was going to do 4, now I'm doing 3. And so I bought 3 dowel rods, and I am going to do as many anchors as I can because of how skinny my materials are. And so I'm gonna do 8 anchors along the 24-inch long shelf. Okay, and each anchor is going to be 4 inches. I could probably squeeze out 4.5 inches, but I have to finesse this because my drill bit is only 3.5 inches, but at some point I rip the shelf down and then I have access to drill more. You will see how it all comes together. But yeah, I have done all the math now. And so honestly, I really want to go wake him up because I want a second opinion before I cut into these materials. But I just need to trust myself. I don't need no man. I need to trust myself and just go for it. This was very inexpensive. I think I spent a total of like $15. It was very inexpensive. So let's cut things down and then eat lunch, because I feel myself getting hungry and I want to make sure I can do this correct the first time. So let's cut things down, like cut the 3 shelves and then cut all the dowels, and then we'll take a break for a late lunch.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Alright, all of my pieces have been cut and the lunch has been eaten and a little break was taken. But Jason is back there building the table saw. So that's nice because I certainly have no idea what's happening and I probably would have did it wrong. But the next thing I'm going to do is drill holes into my shelves for the dowel rod pieces to go into. I think that makes sense. And the way I'm going to ensure I do it properly is I'm going to use this, what do you call this? A guide. I'm going to use this guide and I'm going to use it so that I can drill straight down and not hit any angles or anything crazy like that. My only issue is I don't think we have a clamp big enough for this. So I gotta figure that part out. All right. Okay, so not only did I just break a dowel rod because I already knew I should have sanded them down before I even tried putting them in, but I also realized that my guard was off and I have a hole in my shelf now, which I knew it was a possibility because I'm using very thin materials and I've never done this before. But still equally a bummer because this is now like literally a pocket hole at the top of this shelf. And so I think I've decided that I'm just not going to use this bracket, and I'm going to fill this hole with wood filler. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. But that is a bummer. So this one will have 7 brackets instead of 8. And I'm going to do my best to do this better as we go along. All right, things I'm doing differently. I made my crosshairs much bigger, so it's a lot more clear where the center is. And I'm gonna do my best. Huzzah! Wait. Huzzah! That's really close to the surface. Dang. You see this little dimple? That is a hole. Dang! Okay. That one's not being used either, I guess. Because I put a little hole. Dang it. At least this hole's like much smaller. So I am getting better. There is improvement. Okay. Gotta fill that. This one is perfect. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. This will be the bottom shelf, the one that we like can see the most clearly because it's the most well done. I'm proud of myself. Each one got better. All right, so now we're at the part where we're cutting the wood like long ways. Can you see me? We're cutting the wood long ways, and Jay has the table saw set up. I'm really happy he was here to do this because that took a long time. That took some time, so I'm happy he did that. Let's watch. All right, we have 2 parts to our shelf here. That's exciting. Okay, I put tape on the front so that we know which side goes where. And then essentially the dowel rods will go through this part, and this will be our bracket that goes into the wall. And then this bigger piece will slide on. See how that works? Hopefully it works. This piece got repaired. And I filled the holes. I use like the excess sawdust and wood glue to fill the holes, and then everything's gonna get sanded down nice and flat, so not too bad. All right, so I have glued in the pegs into my first shelf, and I tried to pry it apart, but it's not coming easily, so I'm gonna let the glue dry because I want the pegs to be stuck into the thin bracket section of the shelf. So once it dries, I will pry her apart. I think I will also take advantage of this moment and like stain it too, as maybe I'll wait, but I do want to stain these dark brown. So I want this to completely dry, and then we'll try and pry her open just to be sure that it can slip on and off, because I have to have this open in order to attach the shelf to the wall. So I have to get her open, but I don't want to mess up the glue job. I want that to cure really well. So we're gonna let this sit, and I'm gonna keep working on the other two shelves doing the same thing. I am taking some time to drill the holes into the bottom part of the shelf. I guess the larger half of the shelf, drill them in a little deeper so my pegs can fit fully. Because remember I said my pegs are like a little over 4 inches, but my drill bit's only 3.5. So yeah, I needed more space. So yeah, I just freaking destroyed this hole. Like, absolutely destroyed it. That's so annoying. What? Why? Oh my god. I'm literally such an idiot. That is the hole that I already repaired. But because I put an X at the top, this part's already cut off, so I forgot that that was a hole I already repaired, and I went to drill in it more like an idiot and drilled right through my repair and made it 10 times worse. That is incredibly annoying. Like, I cannot fathom to you how annoying that is. Like, oh my god. It was all looking so good. It was all looking so good, and I just ruined this shelf. This is the one I designated as the very top shelf. I cannot believe I just did that. Oh my god. Let me just keep going and figure out how I'm going to fix this, because this is more than a hole patch now, because that's a humongous gash in the, like, that's a huge gash. That's more than 1 inch long. It's almost a 1/2 inch deep. I'm annoyed. I'm very, very annoyed, because neither of those can have braces in them now. So we're down to 6 braces on this and 2 giant fucking gashes. Do I try and fill them? Like, this is crazy. Okay, friends. I am feeling a little discouraged. I cannot lie. I am a little bit of a perfectionist, so it makes me sad that things did not work out naturally. Like, I feel like that's a natural human reaction. I do feel like I can still finesse it. I think we'll still be okay, and it'll all work out. If these very chunky patch jobs I did hold up, we should be good. But it is late. It's going on 9 p.m. and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I'll probably spend the rest of the night painting, which I cannot bear to film anything else with that. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and I'll update you on if this glue job works and if we'll be able to continue on with this shelf build. Good morning, friends. What is this? Summer? Okay. Good morning, friends. It's cold as hell in that garage. I needed to open the door. We gotta let some sunlight and some warmth into this room because it's so cold in there. Man, I was struggling last night. And to be honest, I'm really scared to even look at these shelves. I'm scared. I'm scared because I feel like I failed, and I don't like that feeling at all. But let's just suck it up. Probably still got sleep in my eyes. Let's just suck it up and see what these damn shells are doing. Okay, y'all, get on the tripod. Get on the tripod. I'm so, like, I was beat yesterday, bro. I spent, and I'm not being dramatic, all day on my feet yesterday because I volunteered for a local science fair. It's like a regional science fair that was at the university downtown. And I was on my feet all day. Okay. This is not coming off easily. Oh, wait, yes it is, yes it is, yes it is. Not me looking for a tool. Where's Baby Crow? The spots that I repaired are quite hard. I think I may have did something with this. I gotta sand it down still, but I think we did something with that. This side do not want to come out, Jesus. All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, let me not celebrate too quickly. Okay, stand by. It is gonna come off. Stand by. So close. So close. I actually want to cry because why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? That was not supposed to break. I tried to be so gentle. Oh. Bye, Shayla. Bye, Shayla. Like, why? This is crazy. And that's because this rod is not even straight. It's very much, I don't know if I can use this shelf now because look at the, I put 8 brackets. I put 8 holes for brackets into this. Only was able to use 5, and now one of those 5 just broke and they're all on this side. My fucking Shayla, bitch. It's giving, just go buy some damn floating shells. That's what it's really giving. Because why am I putting myself through this? Why am I actually putting myself through this? Like, these are the questions I need to ask. Let me see if I can take these other 2 shells apart. Okay. I got this one off. It's so funny seeing the missing teeth because I ruined the damn holes in them, but I got this one off. God damn it. This was my one good shelf. And now this part, this one fucking just cracked, dude. Come on. This is hard. This is hard. It's about to get cut off because this is hard. Like, I can't say that enough. Very fucking difficult. Wow. Okay. Goodbye. Cracked. Thingy. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, so annoying. Okay. Now you're gone. So who's laughing now? Now I have some of these dowel rods that are not sitting flush. I think it's a little hard to see because the camera won't focus, but they're not sitting flush up here, like this one as well and this one, and that's gonna make it hard for this to be flush against the wall. Look at my delusion, still thinking I'm gonna use these, but I'm going to see this through. Okay, gotta see it through. I refuse to be a loser. So let's. Okay. I do wish this multi-tool was a little sharper. She's really old, so it needs a new blade, but it's working. Okay. Pretty good. Definitely burnt the wood because of this dull ass blade, but hey, hey, hey. Beggars cannot be choosers, okay? Okay, friends. I am going to just come to the conclusion that this shelf cannot be used because this is broken. The structural integrity of it is just wrong. Like, I'm not going to be able to recover this. Now that I'm looking at it, like, man, this was the first one I attempted, so I now see why it's so crappy. But so many of these pegs are not straight. Like, they were not drilled in straight, and it's just going to lead to further complications. And the fact that the entire side has no structural braces on it now, like, I just cannot realistically put this up. So I need to just bite bite the bullet on this shelf, which was supposed to be my top shelf. I am just going to bite the bullet on her and say goodbye. I'm gonna have to do 2 shelves. So we started out with 4 shelves in my head and then decided to do 3 shelves, and then because of my incompetency, we're now doing 2 shelves. It's fine. Everything's fine. I just went in there, I took the top tape, fake shelf tape off, and I don't hate it with 2 shelves. I took some of my art and I put it up there, like framed artwork. I stuck it up there just to look where that 3rd shelf would have been. The bottom of the artwork is hitting. I don't hate it. I don't hate the way that looks. So I think that's going to be the move for now. I think in a perfect world, I would probably want to put some type of like knit tapestry right there and not a framed artwork, but that'll be for later down the line. But yeah, this third shelf has to go. She's just not, it's just not gonna be structurally integral. Like, there's no structural integrity to this. I don't know if you can see, just look at these two. They're literally leaning in towards each other. This guy is so crooked, like so crooked. It's just, she ain't gonna work. So I don't like feeling defeated. I hate admitting defeat. I really do. But the reality is that this is just a fun project for me, and I'm learning as I go. I am not a woodworker. I'm not a professional. I am an enthusiast. I almost had one perfect shelf, and then one of my braces broke on this guy. We're just gonna say this is the bottom part to the one that is now a complete failure, so we will move this to the side. This is now scrap wood. We're just gonna add to the scrap wood pile now. That's now scrap wood. And then my last shelf, which is barely holding on, it has 3 brackets on both sides, so at least it has some structural integrity. I don't know what to say, except for let's sand them. Let's just keep going. We have 2 shells. Let's keep it that way. Okay? Please, let's keep it that way. Because I can still work with 2 shells. I can still make 2 shells. I can finesse that. But, good gracious. It's not where I thought this was going to go. All right, I don't need the multi-tool anymore, so we can take this apart and pull down the belt sander. And you guys, I get all of my power tools from estate sales. That's it. I have pretty much stocked this garage workshop. 80% of it is secondhand, and I love that for me. Okay, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Especially if you're just starting out. Especially if you don't just starting out. I definitely have items that I bought new. Like, I have a handful of Ryobi tools that I purchased new. Some of these actually I got secondhand as well. Like my weed whacker is Ryobi, and I got that at an estate sale. So it's definitely possible to find like newer brands secondhand. But yeah. Can't believe. But 2 out of 3, I'm not going to cry over that. I'm not gonna cry over that. It's certainly not 2 holes. It's certainly not 2 holes. And it's really smooth and flat. Wait a minute. But yeah, I think I did something with this. Both spots are really smooth and flat. A little soft. She's a little, oh my God. In some spots, she a little tender-headed. I'm not even gonna lie. She a little tender-headed on some spots. This one's rock hard. I did a good job of putting enough like wood shavings in this one. This one, maybe I didn't put enough wood shavings because like, she's a little soft. Like, I can't puncture her, but it does give a little under the weight of my nail. But I am not mad at this, okay? Like, they're gonna be really obvious scars on the surface once I stain it, but this is gonna be the top of the shelf. So like a cute book or a little dish or something like that is going to cover both of these, and then you won't even see it. Like, you'll see, you'll see. Okay, we finessed that. We finessed that. I'm not even mad. All right, I'm gonna keep sanding these and then we're going to stain them.
Here's the lampshade, all done, honestly.
All right, so the stain has been applied. Looks pretty good. I am going to now cut the trim pieces for the baseboard trim because I'm already in here. I've already made a mess and I only want to clean up once. So I purchased one of these big old 5-inch and some change trims. It's what I have on the main level of the house and on the bottom level of the house, and so I do want to start transitioning the itty bitty 3-inch stuff that was upstairs to the taller stuff. I just think it looks a lot more modern and chic, and it makes it like elongates the wall in a way. It just makes it looks more grand to me. Yeah. And I want everything to be consistent. So I have my pieces that I took off and I labeled it so that I know where each one goes. And what I'm gonna do is just line these up onto my trim and use my pencil to mark the angles because these are like really weird. I don't want to have to do all that measuring again, and this was in there, so it should work. That's the way my brain is working. But I'm really happy to say goodbye to this ugly, stumpy, like multiple grooved trim. The new stuff is like very flat and clean lines, which I love. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm about to move it. All right, I have, let's move you like this. I have finished cutting all of the pieces. That was definitely a confidence boost because girl, the way these shells got me feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. But I did realize like this is my first time back in the workshop in like easily over 6 months. Like I haven't really done any major builds or DIYs in a little while. So we're just shaking off the cobwebs. But I got everything cut and I did not measure it out super well on the piece that I had. So I did have a piece of scrap from this main floor. And so I was just able to use that for the one last piece that I needed. My math was just like a 1/4 inch off or something like that. But luckily I had extra, so we were good. And now I'm gonna pop them up on here and make sure, fingers crossed it goes well. Like I don't foresee this, I don't foresee this not going well. Please don't let me jinx myself, but let's start right here with the stairs. Stair number 2. Okay. That is perfect up here. And right here, I just need to take off the smallest bit. Oh, that makes me feel good. Okay. I can fix something being a little bit big. Ooh, that looks so nice. Like, oh my God, it looks so much better. Okay, got my new line. I'm just gonna go cut it real quick. I think that looks awesome. Yay. Okay, I have corrected and put in the baseboards. That looks awesome. Like, I am very pleased. Let me show you over here. See that little corner? Then we got the steps. It looks so much better. I'm sorry, it looks so much better. I am obsessed. So it's like almost 4 p.m. now. I honestly don't know where the day has gone, but I am going to take a break and eat lunch before tackling trying to put these shelves up. Okay, but we are getting closer to a finish. Look at that. I still need to caulk them and paint them, but they're in, and that makes me really, really happy. The study in the middle of that blue line.
This one?
Yes. If you want a shelf with that, it's already gonna fall. And you put that on the bottom there.
Yes.
Okay.
This.
Do we need a hammer or mallet?
Yeah, we should get a hammer.
Mallet or hammer?
Mallet's fine.
Your pencils.
Mm. Yes.
Shall I take the tape off?
Yeah. Center.
good as it's gonna go. Same with this one, like it's not perf because my pegs aren't perf. But she's in there and she's a floating show. We have 2 floating shelves. I didn't think that this moment would happen because that was really hard. But they feel sturdy. I mean, we're obviously not putting anything heavy on this just because they're floating above stairs to begin with. It's just a place for small trinkets. And I think I want to put a piece, like a large painting right here. But this is exciting. Thanks for your help, babe.
You're welcome.
Couldn't have done it without you. That was really hard. This is easily the hardest thing I've ever tried to make. That was difficult. That was very difficult. But
More than the floors,
here we are. Oh, way harder than laying floors.
you think?
Laying floors is easy. This was hard. This was hard. Laying it's not like I like cut the floors to shape and had to like router the grooves out myself.
You had to cut the floors.
Well, yeah, but like it's just clicked together. This was like not anywhere near clicked together. Like I was the person who made the click together part, which is why it sucked and that's why it was hard. Like if if the wood came with the pegs already in it and I just had to slide it together,
Right.
then that would have been awesome.
You might as well just buy it from the store.
Exactly. Which I thought about at some points because I was just like, this is really hard.
Yeah, that's why they come pre-assembled.
But it was fun to learn. I learned some stuff.
They look good.
I learned some stuff. They're not perfect. I give them a 7 out of 10.
Just erase that little pencil lines coming off the end.
Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10.
The top too.
I need like the little meter eraser to get that close. But that's good enough. Would you like to put a rock on it?
Put a rock on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to place a trinket?
Sure. My
Okay.
trinket's in there.
Go for it.
Nice. Super. Rock.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay. It looks really good. Let me show you guys what it looks like from downstairs. This is what we're working with. I think it looks awesome.
Taryn listening for the bells? Sawyer asks, turning his face against his shackled arm to clear some of the blood off. Not exact. The door opens and the man walks in carrying a pewter mug. Who's thirsty? He drops it down in front of Sawyer, blocking my view of his face. It's right here, and you don't even have...
I'm gonna be so happy in like 1 minute once I'm done. Like I'm going to be so happy. But I'm also sad it's over.
Maybe not.
Yes, I am a little bit. It's been.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
No, it's been like a month easily since I started this, but I think I've only worked on it less than 10 days out of that month. Definitely less than 2 weeks out of that month. Voila!
That's it, the finishing touch?
That was the last line.
Finishing touch.
Oh my god. I mean, there's still more to do. We gotta go through erase any guidelines. But wow. I feel delirious, if I can be honest. Look at my little shelf.
Nice.
I feel very delirious, but now we can work on final touches.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. Good morning. I cannot believe I finished painting this hallway. Like, it looks awesome. Shelves still look exactly the way you saw them. We haven't styled them yet, but today, I feel very confident I can say today is the last day working on this because it's just final touches now. I have my caulk right here, and we're about to do the baseboards so that then I can paint them. And it says it only needs a 20-minute dry time before you can paint, so that's awesome. And I use this like squeezy caulk, I think in my art studio makeover, and it works really well. Like I actually like it a lot more than the big tube for the gun. So yeah, let's caulk the baseboards. Also, I got so much sawdust in my hair, I had to wash my hair the other night. After making the shelves, I was covered in sawdust, and so that's why my hair looks different all over again in this video. But I did wash it and I attempted to straighten it. It's not as nice as the, oh, not my stomach growling. It's not as nice as the stylist did it, but I think I'm gonna get some new tools so I can get like the silkiest silk press. She not really giving, but it is what it is. Look at that clean finish. No gaps, no nothing. And obviously now it just needs to be painted, but man, this step makes any project look so professional. And I just have my little paper towel here for any excess. And I'm glad I put the tape down too, because look at this like white residue from wiping the line. Don't want that on my green paint. So let's keep going. Let's keep doing the rest. All right, the floorboards, shoe kick, baseboards, whatever you want to call them, have been caulked, and now I'm gonna let that dry and let them dry really well so it can be painted. But let's put some art on the walls. I do have to go to the gym in a bit, so I want to throw this art on the wall before I go so I can feel like I did something before I have to go to the gym. But I feel so dusty. Like, why do I look so dry? We're gonna commandeer this painting from the guest room to go into the hallway. And I have a different idea for what I want over here. But for now, we're just gonna take this down. Whew. This is what she looks like. I think this is gonna look way cuter in the hallway than in this guest room for now. So let's do it. Okay, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Where should she go? That's way too high. Oh no, is this painting gonna be too big? Does it feel too big?
It does for the light switch. Like if the light switch wasn't there, I'd say that's perfect.
And this is too high. Is that too high? That feels too
That looks a
high.
little awkward, yeah.
was staying back.
I was. I saw it the first time, then I came up and held it for you.
Oh. So no to this? I guess I can choose a different painting, even though I really pictured this painting being here.
I don't know, it feels just so awkward with it being like right next to the light switch. To me.
All right, I think we've come up with a solution after 5 minutes of brainstorming. And I think I'm going to paint this light switch cover to blend in with the wall pattern. And so then it will be less of an eyesore and like blip in the vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that later. I wanna hang an artwork right here. And I'm trying to choose between, where'd they go? These two paintings. Oh my God. These two paintings, either this one or this one. And I think we've already chosen we'll do this one. So let's put her up there like that. Okay. I think that'll look very cute. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym. This guy is going to hang a picture frame light above this painting, and he's also going to paint the trim for me. Squish, squish. don't duck. And I'm gonna go to the gym, and when I come back, I will keep working on the final touches. But at least some things will be done, because we still need to do things like this. Maybe if he's finished painting the trim really quickly, he can erase.
We got no eraser left after last time.
There's some right here.
Look at that little bit.
You know what's crazy?
That little
I
nub.
purchased this my freshman year of college from Plaza Art Materials. And I've had it for that long, and look at what you've done to it. Here you go.
We did this.
You did that.
Your project.
All right, the art has been hung. The shelves are styled. The very last thing is this. I am so excited. Like, that is the last thing. I'm looking around. I see no other things that need to be done. Oh, I have to do a little bit more erasing. You can barely see it, but I do have to do that. I'm so excited to show you guys the finished product. But let me take the light switch cover off so it's easier to paint. And let's knock it out. I'm not even gonna think about it. Let's just knock it out. All right, I have the cap. I am going to paint it my base color, which was Real Cork by Bear. And then once that dries, I can put it back on the wall and use pencil to draw in the line design. once you come get close up to my hands. Yeah, like that. Oh no, I already scratched it because it's not dry. I'll fix it. It's pretty cool. All right, friends, that is a wrap on the hallway makeover. I am elated with how it turned out. It is so beautiful to me. It was such a labor of love. I really am grateful to have the ability to even do something like this, to like put like such a permanent stamp on a space, to like really make it feel like a home. Like that is just such a dream, and I am so grateful for the journey. Like I took my time, I didn't rush through it, and I think it 100% paid off. Would I do it again? Yes, I would absolutely do something like this again. I would keep it to a small space like this, but yeah, I would hand paint my own wallpaper again. It was actually quite therapeutic. I went through a lot of audiobooks. It was very meditative, and I think worth the punch that it gives. I love all of the different artwork that we were able to bring in, and just all the different touches of us, all of our little stones, and just things from my travels. It's all just so lovely and all came together so nicely. And I have no more words. I have no more words. It's awesome. It's just so awesome. I will most likely, like, I don't really love the lighting going on in here right now, so the clips, the final touch finish clips that you're seeing are probably going to be from tomorrow morning because I want to show this space in the best lighting possible. Obviously, I put so much time and love into it. I want you guys to see it, and it looked really good. But it's like early evening right now, and this is the vibe. Okay, this is the vibe, early evening lighting, and it's just so freaking beautiful. Yay. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So thank you all so much for watching this series, for coming along on this journey. Stay tuned for more makeovers in different spaces. We still have a handful of rooms left to do, especially up here. Like the hallway was just the beginning of the upstairs phase, okay? Because all of these rooms really still need love, and there's a vision that I want to bring to life, okay? So make sure you're subscribed, like it, like this video, tell me what you think. Would you do something like this? Do you like the vibe? Is it giving? Okay, you gotta watch the other videos in the playlist as well, because like I really want the whole house to feel very cohesive, and I believe I did that. So you gotta give me your opinion once you watch the other ones as well, and I will see you all in my next video. All right, bye-bye.